It's Madden NFL 24, and we get to watch Greg the...
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 98 yards, too shy of 100. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Nix. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's out quickly to Chase. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them some.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive.
Bringing them out is a guy who has spent a decade as a starter in this league, the 2019 Comeback Player of the Year, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
8 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Here's Tannehill. Complete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, he shifts past him. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
With the lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Tannehill. Got his man. It's Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers, and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They got to get to the 23 here on third, as they've got it as we resume action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be out right at the 35. The offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Broncos 41.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Caught by Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jets.
Tannehill now to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw going into the hands of Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jets.
They'll run with Hall.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Throwing on third and long. Nix. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, good move. Fights off the defender. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tannehill on first down.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Open man here is Conklin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That is caught by Williams. Williams for a Jets touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Broncos 7.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Travis Etienne, an afternoon to remember, 4 touchdown runs. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Patriots get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This is caught by Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Touchdown, Jets. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, Nix in trouble, and he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
4-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Tannehill's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Tannehill. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A
drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Give to Hall running right.
Spins past him.
Taken down at the 42.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, New York.
They'll give to Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
A give running right is Hall.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A toss left side for Hall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Tannehill.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-score game. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Throw right side, Wilson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Paul on a give up the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jets.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Running left, it's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Holding offense. What's up, man?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Straight ahead is Hall. Able to slither by. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they say it's never